Hey, Professor. My name is Colin Willis, and I'm here with Derek Lundy. And today we'll be presenting Steeple, our final product for our capstone class. So yeah, let's get into it.
So what is Steepl? Steepl is a mobile app that gives the user access to topic-organized Christian content to provide a meaningful online substitute replacement for or in addition to church. Steepl's goal is to help provide a constant free church experience to everyone. Steepl provides curated topic-organized Christian content that such as Bible verses, videos by pastors, and user-posted testimonies. Steeple provides a constant self-driven church-like experience anywhere, anytime, right at your fingertips for everyone and for free. Steeple is a personalized church experience driven by what the user wants to explore.
Okay. So right now we are 100% complete with all of our in-scope features for the application. So we needed to create a mobile application using React Native, which was a new technology for both Derek and I. We needed to utilize the Google Firestore database, which is a NoSQL database. We needed to utilize the YouTube data API in order to retrieve all the information about the videos that we were displaying, such as the thumbnail, who posted it, and the title. Um, the application needed to be able to be on the App Store, the iOS App Store, and the Google Play Store. The app needed to be capable of making database transactions, displaying those database content in a user-friendly user interface. And we needed to adhere to the planned application usage flow, sitemap, UML diagrams, ER diagrams, etc.
So the functional overview, we have the user registration and login, the topic views. So this displays the verses, videos, and testimonies for each topic. The topic of the day feature, the topic selection page, and there's 20 topics to pick from. View all for a content type within a topic, so the verses, videos, testimonies, the ability to have a user post a testimony, the how are you feeling functions. This randomizes the content of a given topic level, and that's based off of mood. And then favorite any type of content, pin it to your profile, and the profile view with the favorited content, account settings, and logout.
So for our user experience, we have some of our screenshots here. So here's our landing page that the user will see when they first launch the app. They can choose to register or log in. So we have both of the views listed here. Okay, and then we have our topic of the day view, which is the home view essentially, that will display a new topic of the day every single day, that has a featured video and some featured verses. Then we have the topic selection view, which has all of our topics in three different categories by mind state. So we have harmonious, neutral, and disruptive. And we have about 20 topics in these categories. And then once you click on a topic, it will send you to the selected topic view, where you can view all the content that we have for that specific topic. So we have a bunch of featured verses, we have featured videos, and we have testimonies. And you can just scroll through the featured ones, or you can click view all to see all of the ones that we have. We also have the add testimony view, where a user can post a testimony for a topic. And then in the profile page, you can see all of your favorited content, and then you can also edit your profile. So you can change your profile picture, edit your display name, and update your password.
So this is the technical overview. So these are some of the technologies that we use to create Steeple, and we can just jump over to the next slide. And so React Native was to code one code base for two separate platforms. YouTube Data API, as mentioned before, was used to pull the thumbnails, the titles, who made the video, and all those details for a YouTube video just using its video ID. We could just go onto YouTube, we like a video, we grab its ID and the URL, and we just pop it in the database, and it works. Redux to persist the logged in user throughout the application. Firebase NoSQL for more security and control, and that's where all of the data is housed. And Firebase snapshot listeners within the code for real time updates across all the devices. So if you post a user testimony or if something gets added to the database, all of the devices currently using the app will update live right there. And the JavaScript file structure that we use, since MVC isn't really something that you can do within JavaScript. We had screens, components, and API calls all separated like that.
Okay. So for the project limitations, bugs, and known issues, we have a few. One of them is Android does not work with taking pictures or access to photo library, which we added the permissions into the JSON file. We don't really know why it's not working, so that's something we'll have to look into. The app does not look perfect on every Android device. We didn't really account for all the extremely large and extremely small Android devices when developing the user interface. So we'll need to adjust some things there. We had to disable font scaling due to the font that was on people's phones. If they had their settings turned all the way up for the font size, it was messing up the user interface. So we didn't really have time to dig into that much, so we just disabled font scaling altogether. And then documents reading from the database could be much more efficient, should be more of a load as you scroll. Because currently, every time a user clicks on a topic, it pulls all 200 verses, let's say, at one time, which really adds up in the long run. So now we'll hop over into our demo. All right, so if we go ahead and launch the app right here, we can choose to log in or register. So we'll go ahead and register a new user.
So we just need to put in a display name, be anything, final demo. And then we need to give it an email. It needs to be in an email format. So it could just be final demo at email. There we go. And then the screen sharing software actually hides the keyboard and the characters that are being typed. The characters are currently being typed, but for security reasons, it does not show on the screen sharing software. So we can hit register since everything was entered right there. And now we are automatically logged in, and I'll let Colin take over.
Okay, so here's our home page or the topic of the day page. You can see the topic of the day today is morality. And then we have a featured video about that topic. And then we have some featured verses. Currently, no users have posted a testimony for this topic. So it just displays a message that says no testimonies in this topic. If we go over to the topic selection page, we can look at all the topics that we currently have. So let's go ahead and click on one. So then at the top, you can see the topic that we selected along with a featured verse. Then we have our featured videos. Then we have some more verses. And it looks like we have a demo testimony that we are testing. We can click view all on any of these categories to see all of them. Same with verses. And we can click up here at the top, add testimony, which will take us to the add testimony page. And it has a list of rules at the top. So we need to enter a testimony. So we'll do demo 2. And we have a character limit set. So I'm going to have to type a good little bit to be able to post this. So I think that's probably good. We click submit. And it says, thanks for sharing your testimony. We go down to the bottom. Actually, have to go back into it. And then you can see it's right here. And it automatically favorites the testimonies that you post, so it'll be added to your profile. So if we go to the profile page, actually, let's go ahead and favorite some more content so you can see how that works. We'll favorite some verses. We'll pin some videos. Okay. So now if we go to our profile page, you can see our name and our email displayed along with all of our favorited content. So we can go over to verses, testimonies, and you can click a verse and read it in case it was too long inside of the container. And then we can also go to edit profile. We can update our name. So let's just put updated. Okay. And then we can also change our profile picture. So I'll just take a picture of my computer monitor. Okay. We can click use photo and it updates that. So if we click save, it'll take a minute. And then you can see our profile picture and our name has been updated. Okay, so let's go to the main homepage again. And so this is our how are you feeling function. So if you click this button right here, it brings up 3 different mood buttons. So depending on how you're feeling, you can click on one of these. So let's say we're feeling happy. Then it will take all of the topics that are linked to the happy mind state, and it'll take about 8 videos and 8 verses from each topic and randomize them. So every time you do this, you'll have different content displayed. This is good for people that don't really know what they want to go look at, so they can just use this feature and see if anything relates to them. You can do view all again. Same with the verses. All right, and the final thing is our logout feature. So up here at the top, you can just click this button. Are you sure you want to log out? We'll click OK. And that's about it for the demo.
And that's the end of our project presentation. The app is on both iOS App Store and the Google Play Store. And thank you for watching our presentation.
Thank you, Professor.